Hello everyone, this is Rick, and welcome to Astral Club. This is Escaping the Matrix. Before we get into it, let's just do a couple of things. First up, Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel, you can certainly do so by joining Astral Club on Patreon. When you join, you get a chat function, a direct mail to me, and also advanced podcasts on Sunday. If you're interested, there is a link in the description. Next up, astral projection lessons. If you'd like a lesson, learn how to astral project. I work with folks now successfully all over the world. If that sounds interesting, just go to the description and you'll see an email there. Just ask for more information. And lastly, just want to mention playlists. We've got all kinds of playlists. I just added a new one, all of the Planet Haven playlists. So check them out. If you're interested in aliens, you're interested in questions and our Astral Guide School, they're all there. And, it's an easy way to listen to all the different podcasts that you may have missed. Okay, Escaping the Matrix. There are many quotes from the movie The Matrix that I love. Basically, everything that came out of Agent Smith's mouth in the first movie, I think I've memorized, and I've tried my best to assume his voice. But I'm not going to talk about those right now. Instead, I want to mention one particular quote that comes from a scene where Morpheus has just contacted Neo. And he's talking to him about the reality, such as it is, of the Matrix and of his true position in the universe. Morpheus. The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. Neo. What truth? Morpheus. That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, into a prison that you cannot taste or see or touch. A prison for your mind. Okay, this presentation leans heavily on Gnosticism. And if you're not familiar with that particular belief system, I'll summarize it for you very quickly now. Keep in mind, though, that I'm leaving out a lot of shades of meaning here because we don't have time. Anyway, this is how you escape the Matrix, or how do you break free from the demiurge. The material world is a counterfeit realm, perhaps a holographic projection, ruled by the demiurge and his archons. You might say the archons are kind of like his evil angels. Your soul, the spark of the true source, let's call it the real God. Once again, I'm being very simplistic here, but anyway, this spark of the true source is trapped in flesh and cycles of ignorance. The mission: awaken, resist, and ascend back to the pleroma. Let's call the pleroma the true heaven. This manual gives you the steps, passwords, and the mindset required to escape this cosmic prison. Stage 1, awakening in the flesh. Objective: recognize the world is a construct, not ultimate reality. Warning signs of the trap: endless chasing of money, pleasure, fame, fear of death, blind obedience to authority. Counteraction: Practice inner stillness, meditation, and self-inquiry. Who am I beyond body and mind? Mantra: I am not of this world. The world is within me. Stage 2, igniting the spark. Objective: discover and nurture the divine light within. Practice: look inward. Through silence, sacred texts, or contemplative vision, seek the unknown God beyond the demiurge. The demiurge, call it a false god. You might say, if you look at the Old Testament, you see the demiurge there. It's the angry Yahweh. It's the angry Jehovah. I am a jealous God. Have no other gods before me. You know, the one who nukes Sodom and Gomorrah. That's the demiurge. That's the lesser counterfeit phony God that loves playing God over this poor backwards planet. Visualization. Imagine the spark in your chest glowing brighter each day, reminding you of your true origin. Here's a password for the archons. This is how you get by them when they try to interfere with your ascendants. I am a child of the true source, and no ruler can claim me. Stage 3, resisting the archons in life. Objective: loosen their grip while alive. Archons' weapons: lust, greed, envy, rage, despair, ignorance. Counteraction: don't feed them. Instead, cultivate compassion, wisdom, discipline, and detachment. Daily practice. Examine every impulse. Ask, does this strengthen my spark or feed the archons? Stage 4, the moment of death. Objective: remain conscious as you separate from the body. Very important. Trapped to avoid fear, confusion, clinging to unfinished desires. These emotions magnetize you back into rebirth under the demiurge. I've seen so many spirits who've passed and they're still stuck to their old physical haunts, desires, addictions. These will not assist you in ascending. They will only trap you back into an existence over and over again. Action. At death, focus only on your spark and the source beyond all forms. Mantra: I am light from the light. I am returning to the one beyond the rulers. Stage 5, passing the archonic gates. Objective: navigate the 7 planetary spheres, each ruled by an archon. Method: each gatekeeper demands your allegiance. They try to pull you back with illusions of pleasure, power, guilt, or fear. Counteraction: respond with knowledge or gnosis. Gnosticism, gnosis. Reject their authority. Sample responses to fear: you are not real. My origin is above you. To desire: you cannot bind me with shadows. to guilt. My essence is pure light. Nothing can stain it. Of those three, the fear, desire, and guilt, I find that guilt is one of the stronger ones. There's so much guilt that people have. Stage 6, escaping the demiurge. Remember, demiurge is the false god. Objective, confront the false creator directly. The demiurge's claim, I am the only God, worship me. Response, refuse. Remember, the demiurge is blind, mistaking himself for the source. Password, you are Yaldabaoth, the blind ruler. Above you is the invisible spirit from whom I come. Action. Step past him without fear. He has no power over those who know his true name. Return to the pleroma. Remember, the pleroma, very simplistically, is the true heaven. Objective, merge with the true source beyond all dualities. Experience the spark that dissolves into the fullness, pleroma, like a drop of water returning to the ocean. Outcome, no more cycles, no more prison. You are free. Some final notes to the traveler. The demiurge thrives on ignorance, but knowledge, gnosis, is your key. Recently, you may have encountered there was a lot of people, some tens of thousands evidently, who were told by some prophet or other that the rapture was going to be happening on the 23rd and the 24th. And so they all got ready. Some of them went way overboard. They sold their homes and houses. They sold their cars. They gave away their savings accounts. All of this because they figured they weren't going to be needing it. They dwelt and they dwell in ignorance. They love the fact that they have this pure belief. But pure belief without knowledge is just ignorance disguised. And I feel for these people. And it's really hard for them to admit they're wrong. I think currently they have rescheduled this rapture now for the 5th of October. By the time you hear this, it will have gone by. And my money is the fact that these people will still be here. Many of them still believing in this rapture, despite the fact of one failure after another. And these aren't even the first raptures. There's been so many before this. They dwell in ignorance and they just love it. Please don't fall into that type of trap. Now, first of all, I don't believe you will, because if you're listening to this, if you're on Astral Club, you've gone by this particular level of ignorance. Anyway, as I said, the demiurge thrives on ignorance, and you want gnosis. You want to know. Don't get trapped by illusion. Guard your spark. Speak the truth of your origin, and walk past the archons unafraid. Victory means the soul's homecoming to the realm of pure light. If you like this, please hit the like button. Share it with those of like minds. Subscribe if you haven't already. And please share your thoughts and questions on this particular presentation. What did you think of it? I tried to distill Gnosticism into this little escape the matrix type of format because I figured it was probably the most effective way in a short period of time to transmit this type of knowledge. This is Rick, and I will see you on the astral plane.